In the frigid depths of Russia's unforgiving mountain ranges, a plane plummeted from the sky. The day had begun like any other for Agand, filled with the monotony of a long-haul flight. Little did he know his life was about to be plunged into a chilling tale of survival and resilience. The hum of the engines was a comforting drone, a familiar backdrop to the occasional chime of the seatbelt sign or the soft murmur of conversation. Suddenly that comforting hum turned into a terrifying roar. The plane shuddered, buckling under an invisible force. The once steady floor beneath Agand's feet tilted dangerously, causing a wave of panic to sweep through the cabin. A gut-wrenching drop in altitude, a heart-stopping moment of weightlessness, and then the terrifying realization that the plane was going down. The world outside the small porthole window was a blur of white and gray. The snow-covered peaks of the Russian mountains loomed menacingly, rushing up to meet the plummeting aircraft. Emerging from the wreckage, Agand found himself alone and stranded in the icy wilderness. The plane that was once a symbol of his journey towards adventure had now become a chilling reminder of the nightmare he was plunged into. The shock of the crash was still etched in his mind, the screams, the chaos, the fire, all abruptly silenced by the unforgiving snow. The once buzzing aircraft was now nothing more than a tomb for his companions, a grim monument standing defiantly against the serene backdrop of the Russian mountains. Agand was alone in a place where man was a mere visitor, where the snow ruled supreme, and the biting wind sang songs of desolation. The vast expanse of white stretched out before him, a blank canvas on which he was now forced to paint his survival. The cold, it was relentless. It gnawed at his bones, seeping into his very soul. Every breath was a battle, every step a war waged against the iciness of the Russian wilderness. But Agand was not one to give in. He was a man of grit, a man of resolve, a man who had always stared down challenges and emerged victorious. The physical challenges were daunting, yes. The snow-covered terrain was unforgiving, the freezing temperatures a constant threat. But it was the mental battle that was the hardest. The loneliness, the despair, the uncertainty, they threatened to engulf him, to break him. But Agand held on. He held on to the hope that he would survive, that he would see another sunrise, that he would feel the warmth of life once again. He understood that this was a test of his will, a test of his spirit. He looked around at the icy landscape, his eyes burning with determination. The mountains were his arena, the cold his adversary, but he was a fighter, a lone survivor in the heart of the wilderness. As the cold bit into his flesh, Agand knew he had to fight to survive. And fight he would, for he was Agand, the man who wouldn't be defeated so easily. In the heart of the wilderness, Agand encountered an unlikely ally, a mysterious gray wolf. Imagine this, a man alone and fighting for survival comes face to face with a creature of the wild. At first, fear grips Agand. A wolf, in its natural habitat, is a formidable creature. With its piercing eyes and sharp teeth, it is a symbol of the untamed wilderness, a creature both feared and revered. But this was no ordinary encounter. This was a meeting of two survivors, both out of place, both struggling in the harsh Russian winter. There was a moment of silent understanding, a shared recognition of the brutal struggle for survival. The gray wolf did not attack. Instead, it watched Agand with a quiet curiosity, a strange form of respect. Days turned into weeks. The gray wolf became a constant in Agand's life. It did not leave his side. It hunted for him, brought him food when he was weak, guided him through the treacherous terrain. An unspoken bond formed between them, a bond forged in the crucible of survival. Agand came to understand that the wolf was not his enemy, but his guardian. He named it the Gray Guardian. And so, in the heart of the wilderness, a man and a wolf became allies. The Gray Guardian taught Agand to listen to the whispers of the wild, to respect its rules, to survive. In turn, Agand offered companionship, a presence that perhaps reminded the wolf of its pack. They were no longer just two lonely creatures fighting for survival, but a team, a duo against the harshness of the world. In the freezing cold, under the vast expanse of the starlit sky, they huddled together for warmth. Their breaths mingled in the icy air, a testament to their extraordinary alliance. They were both survivors, both fighters, both guardians in their own right. In the face of adversity, an unlikely alliance was forged. With his new ally by his side, Agand embarked on a grueling journey of survival. In the vast, snowy wilderness, the duo faced the harsh bite of the frosty wind and the relentless pursuit of hunger. Each day was a test, a battle against the elements, a fight for sustenance and warmth. Aegund and the wolf moved from one challenge to the next, their journey marked by the footprints they left behind in the snow. They had to learn to find food in the most unlikely of places, to forage for berries beneath the snow, to catch fish from the frozen rivers. Every meal was hard-earned, every morsel a victory against the odds. Warmth was another battle. The piercing chill of the Russian winter was unforgiving. Aegund had to learn to build a fire from scratch, to keep it burning through the night, to shield it from the gusty winds. The wolf, with its thick coat, was better suited for the cold, yet it too sought the comfort of the fire, a symbol of their shared struggle. Shelter, too, was a constant concern. They had to make do with what the wilderness offered: a copse of trees, a hollow in a rock face, a cave hidden behind a veil of snow. Every night, they huddled together for warmth, the wolf's low growls a soothing lullaby in the silent wilderness. Yet, in the face of these adversities, their bond only grew stronger. The wolf, with its keen senses and survival instincts, guided Aegund. In return, Aegund, with his human ingenuity, provided for them both. Their companionship was a beacon of hope in the bleak landscape, a testament to the power of unlikely friendships. The journey was grueling, the conditions ruthless, but the strength of their bond, their mutual trust, and their sheer will to survive were greater still. They faced each challenge head-on, their spirits undeterred, their resolve unbroken. Despite all odds, Aegund and the wolf continued to endure, their will to survive stronger than the harshness of the wilderness. After weeks of battling the elements, a distant sign of civilization appeared on the horizon. Aegund's heart pounded in his chest, as if it were a wild drum echoing through the vast expanse of the snowy mountains. He'd been through an ordeal that would have broken many, but not him. Not Aegund. The grueling journey had tested him, pushed him to his limits, and then some. But he persevered, driven by an unyielding will to survive. His every step was a testament to the strength of the human spirit, the power of determination, the tenacity of hope. And he wasn't alone. His companion, the enigmatic gray wolf, was at his side through the thick and thin, guiding him, protecting him, providing him with a semblance of companionship in the desolate wilderness. This mysterious creature, a symbol of the untamed wild, had become his unexpected ally. Together, they navigated through the treacherous terrain, braved the ruthless elements, and fought against the gnawing hunger and biting cold. But now, the end of their extraordinary journey was in sight. A glimmer of hope, a beacon of civilization twinkled in the distance. It was as if the universe had finally decided to smile upon Aegund, offering him a chance at survival, a chance at life beyond the mountains. As they neared the outskirts of civilization, rescue teams were already on their way, alerted by the faint distress signal from the crash plane's black box. They found Aegund, haggard and frostbitten, but alive against all odds. His story of survival, of his unlikely companion, resonated far and wide, touching the hearts of millions around the world. In the end, it was not just a tale of survival, but a testament to the indomitable spirit of man and the unanticipated bonds that can form in the face of adversity. And so, Aegund's journey concluded, leaving behind not just footprints in the snow, but an enduring legacy of resilience and courage.